100%.
To bring it back to arson here, I think this all got started because we were asking, can you be racist against white people? Can you be sexist against men? If I recall, you said no to both, correct?
Yeah, I just haven't seen it, I don't know, in my personal life. So, like, I don't know. I feel like if I just seen what you're talking about.
Can I ask you a question? So, do you think, for example, with the George Floyd situation, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think that George Floyd's killing was evidence of racism?
Towards him, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. I mean, was it more like almost a general societal racism against
societal
black people? Sure.
influences?
Can I add something to that? I was there when it happened. He tried to stab a woman in the stomach and kill her, and she was with child. He was also on drugs.
I thought it was a gun.
Okay, but that doesn't affect the fact that they already had him down on the ground. Like, he wasn't in the middle of stabbing him when they killed him.
You were there.
What are they supposed to do after he just stabbed a woman?
He was already in cuffs laying on the ground.
Are they not supposed to detain him?
Are you trying to argue it's valid that they killed George Floyd?
Hold on.
That's what it sounds like.
So can I just...
That's literally what you're arguing.
Can I elucidate what they said for you?
Please don't yell at my friend again.
Hold on a sec. So they're saying that was... You're saying that that's a separate incident, yeah?
Wait, I gotta play... Wait. Hold on. I gotta play one thing. Hold on. Okay, keep going. Sorry, you guys were going at each other.
So she's saying that it's a different incident at a different time when he did that to that lady. So it's kind of more of a reflection of his character. But on the day, he was also very high on fentanyl, and it's come out in the coroner report that he was actually didn't really die from asphyxiation.
No, the placement of the knee was based off of an Israeli defense tactic or technique that they would do, but it was towards the lower part of his neck, so it couldn't have basically constricted his air pipes.
I'm not really trying to get into a debate about the death. There does seem to be some dispute over that, but let me make my point. So, but it sounded to me like you said that was evidence of some sort of sexism, or sorry, excuse me, not sexism, racism. You know, the police perhaps are racist against black people, and I mean, after the death of George Floyd, there was a widespread like anti-racist movement. Typically, you know, Black Lives Matter, for example. Would you agree?
I agree that cops suck. Like, I don't know. Like,
okay, I will have a question on that. But so now, if that is evidence of racism towards black people, the discrepancy between, for example, and there's some dispute about the statistics on this, the discrepancy between, for example, they say that, and again, I've heard some conflicting arguments on this, that black men or black people are more likely to be victims of police brutality, police misconduct, police killings, for example, and that's evidence of racism. Now, when it comes to, could we make the argument that because, for example, white men are killed more frequently than women of any race combined, would that be, since you've agreed that
they probably have a good reason for being dead, then...
So you're gonna say that there's a good reason for a white person to be dead over a good reason for a black person to be dead?
No, I didn't say they're better, but I'm saying, like, okay, I'm generalizing saying there's a good reason. You know, obviously good people die also, but like if you're trying to talk about statistics, like there's probably, you know, I don't know nothing about statistics.
Well, let's talk about statistics. You know,
but you don't know nothing about statistics,
right? We're talking about a very small fraction of the population. We're talking like 18% of the population is black. They make up over half.
Well, let's not go there. But
I think anyways, violent crimes.
Original question.
That's relevant. That is very relevant.
Not the views expressed.
Can we not go down a spiral about racism?
The views expressed by the other panelists do not necessarily reflect the views of the whatever podcast. Okay, wait. So. It's not sure if you're going to engage with me on that, so I'll change the topic. Going around the table, would you date? Where's Zombri? Zombri, I need your input. Zombri. Is she in the bathroom? She's peeing. Okay. Right.
I wanted to ask a question. Do you think that you're like the algorithm on your social media is probably like a reason as to why you say you've never seen these other scenarios before?
I try not to go on my phone that much. Like I really only go. Like, I don't be on my phone, like, doom scrolling anymore. I definitely used to when I was, like,
Yeah.
bored a lot, but
All right, so
I don't
go.
know. My Instagram shows me memes and, like, funny cats, so.
But you saw like BLM, you saw like all the riots and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So you saw that, but you didn't see you never see.
Wait,
the
I'm
other side.
confused how this is racist towards white people. All you're telling me is all this stuff.
No, I'm
still,
just-
like all this stuff that
I
people
think that
are
it's
racist
actually
towards
like
black
this is a
people.
very
Like, I'm still
mainstream
confused.
sort of point of view. If you're apolitical, if you don't really focus too much on politics, you don't really look into it too much. And if you don't really
But
care
you're
about it
still
too much,
fed the-
yeah, no, but this is what I'm saying though.
mainstream,
If you don't really look into it too much, then this will be because this is this dominant societal narrative, which is unfortunate. But yeah,
So the question is, Zombri, going around the table, would you date a police officer?
Probably not.
Why is that? Are you able to scoot
Oh,
into
yeah.
the table and this way a little bit? But why is that?
Actually, I don't know. Maybe if he was like cool and like dressed
Cool.
cool and stuff. I don't
Okay,
know.
all right.
Definitely not.
Definitely no. Why is that?
I feel like they'd be scary. Like, girl, I'm gonna get caught. No, I'm just kidding.
Get
But
caught. Get caught doing what?
I don't know. They
Oh,
just scare
I
me.
see.
They just scare me in general. Like,
Okay.
I was just. Anytime I've like interacted with a cop, they've been so mean and so rude. So I wouldn't. They probably all got anger issues, and I just
Here,
don't
we'll,
need that.
we'll come back to that, but I'll let everybody answer the question. Would you date police officer?
I would.
Okay.
No.
No. Any reason?
I'm pretty sure, like, statistically, that they are, like, there's more domestic violence issues with, like, cops.
Okay.
Yeah, I also would not date a Fed.
Would not date a Fed. Okay,
I
what
can't
about
fuck
you?
with the Feds. So.
No.
Probably not, but again,
Wouldn't
a
date a
person.
Fed?
Subject to change.
I'm a person who gets to know people, so like probably
Yeah.
not, but
Okay.
you know.
What about you back there?
I wouldn't because my dad was a former cop and I saw how that affected him.
she's a plant. She's a plant. It means that you've been put here by the CIA to spy on us. Back there, I see you.
What about you?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I would.
For the same reason, I would have some hesitation because of the 40% DV stat.
Okay.
Can I actually say my only like reservation as the one who said like I would?
Yeah.
My biggest reservation would be the same reason why having a military spouse would be very difficult. Would be the high mortality rate and possibility. And so, especially depending on if it's the two of us, you know, together, I feel a lot more reasonable. Okay, you're taking that risk, and I'm the only one at fault. If we have children and you're putting your life on the line every day intentionally, that's a big conversation to have.
It's a good
And
point.
it's a stressful job, you know. Going back to you, Arson, you seem very passionate about this one. It sounds like you just don't like
I thought
police.
you were gonna ask me a question.
You just don't like police officers. It sounds like you
Oh.
just don't generally like police.
Bruh, literally.
Wait, let me ask you a question. Go ahead.
I've seen cops. Bruh, I had the SWAT team called on me one time.
What did you do, Arson?
We were literally just playing with fake guns, like filming like a video. We were pretending to be spies, and like the whole like SWAT gets called on us because we were like on top of a parking garage, and they were so mean. Like,
Oh my
like,
God.
like we were like a bunch of like girls dressed in like tiny like freaking like crop tops and like tall platforms. We're obviously not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
And I don't know, they were just like telling us to get on the ground and like all this scary stuff, aiming like big AKs at us, and like there was like 3 cars, and I was just like, you know what I mean?
Have you ever thought about starting a podcast? Story time.
You know what?
Would be so good.
We should sign Arson.
Please, dude. You've got talent.
To the whatever. It's gonna be Arson,
girl,
Zombri, Kayla. We're just you guys and your.
Yeah, Arson and Kay, and you're just laughing in the background the whole time.
Kayla's like
perfect little thing.
All right, it's in the works. We'll draft up the contracts. We'll get them to you here soon. So okay, you got the SWAT team came, but you would not. What if he was all blasted in tats and he listened to My Chemical Romance?
If he was cool, like you guys look
typical
sick,
police
like you know, I'm gonna let you off, but
you know the typical cop.
they took all of our stuff.
Oh, shit.
Like I don't know, they're just so rude. And then there's been like another time where my ex-boyfriend like got arrested and stuff because they thought he was this guy who like got in a shooting down the block over.
Down the block.
And so like literally they manhandled him. They were like knocking on our door saying they were gonna break down our door. and like it was just a whole thing. They stole his phone. They put him in the cop car. Like it was like a whole thing. He literally didn't do anything. So I just feel
Literally
like,
did nothing.
yes, literally did.
How could they do that?
Because
Rude.
he looked
Rude.
like the suspect, which was crazy because he had bright purple
Mistaken
hair and
identity.
he was wearing a rainbow hoodie. Like I was like, what?
How many
shooter?
motherfuckers got
like purple hair, orange hoodie.
Like this makes no
shit?
sense. But
Okay.
yeah, so just like interactions I've had personally, I just don't like
Okay.
them.
Do you think though, like aside from not wanting to date them, do you think like we need police officers?
Probably there's probably situations where you need them,
All right, there we go.
but not dating them.
There we go. Some situations. Okay. All right.